All right. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and other people of this? I'm not going to call it lovely because we are not on a lovely planet. People wonder why aliens don't invade us.
Well,
that's a good enough reason.
But welcome to the #1 GrayKnight pod. My name is Hayden. Over there in Australia is Mytchell.
Yep, or Mitch or Mitchie, whichever one we're going by.
Or Connor Suckup.
Oh, or Connor Ghost Mitch or Ghostface. I've got too many names. A man of many names.
And our special guest today is our lovely friend Dre.
hello. I'm here.
So today we are going to discuss. Last time we did an episode analysis, it was the original pilot. Today we're going to discuss Day of the Dumpster, like the actual Day of the Dumpster.
But first, we've got one very important question for Dre.
Okay.
Was Leo your gay awakening?
Oh,
We asked Will. It's only fair that we asked Will.
The
yes.
Fair. Valid.
Yes.
Valid.
I did not expect that to be the question. I was like, wait, what? That took me out.
So, let us start with let's start with the first scene. The astronauts on the moon, aka the only time in Power Rangers history you'll see someone wearing spacesuits.
Is that really the only time?
That was legit the only time. Every other time they were demorphed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, how many planets have like breathable air these days?
I don't know. Space itself has breathable atmosphere because in Lost Galaxy, Mike's just floating in space.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he was in a crater. Well, he like in a crater, not a crater, but you know.
No, I mean like in Lost Galaxy's like last episodes. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. I don't care. When the Torazord was destroyed, when he was like helping them escape the Lost Galaxy, he and Leo went to find him. He was just floating in the vacuum of space.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was interesting.
So
that
go ahead.
That was something, to say the least.
And now my favorite thing I like to make fun of is in that first scene when Rita exits the dumpster, she tells the astronaut she'll miss her coming out party, hence proving the popular fan theory that Rita's a lesbian.
Like, I mean, come on. She literally sat here and said, Mike coming out party. I'm like, that is camp. Like, this is like, I'm just like, the way that just sets the tone for like the rest of the series. It's like, you'll miss my coming out party. I'm like, what?
Hey, props to them for being so open in '93, though.
I know, right? Like, I will, like I said, literally, one of the most iconic lines in the show. Oh, I don't care. Oh Lord. But no, because listen, can I remember? Wait a minute, I just remember though when we tried to do this the first time. Didn't I say how like the only thing with this particular episode that I did not like is the fact that there was a lot of footage used from specifically episode 1 and in the intro.
I was about to bring that up, which before anybody asks, yes, Dre does bring up a good point. This is our second attempt at recording this.
Yeah.
Now,
but yes, Dre was correct. There was clips.
Yeah. This wasn't Mytchell being stupid and delaying the audio. It's the audio just didn't capture, except for my voice. And I don't think you'll just want to hear me talking to basically myself. Especially when
we could, but we asked questions. We'd assume you'd gone loony.
Yeah, and kind of I was quiet for like most of the recording as well. So there's just like 5 minutes here and there when I'm just shut up.
But anyway, yes, like Gray said, there were clips from the episode famously used in the intro. You know, Jason doing his spin kick, Trini doing the martial arts, Kimberly on the balance beam, and then Billy getting his butt whooped by putties. Now, Zach's clip is him doing the hip hop keto because that's what Zach is known for. But it's from an episode after Tommy's introduced.
Yeah.
Wait, was that? Wait, that specifically is from after Tommy was introduced?
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, I think it was from, if I remember the episode, I think it was Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Pretty sure you're right.
That's like way later down the road.
Isn't Itsy Bitsy Spider not until Alien Rangers?
No. Hang on. It's the episode where Zach fights the spider monster. I don't remember the name. Let me look.
I was about to say Itsy Bitsy Spider sounds like
I know the Alien Ranger episode you're talking about. I think that had a different name. Oh, yeah. The Zach one I'm talking about was Itsy Bitsy Spider. I just looked. Let me look at the Alien Ranger title. But no, and then going back to his clip in the intro, when they did the 2010 reversion, his clip is Jason flipping Zach during that little bit at the beginning. So it's like, why change it? Like, was it so you could match everything being in episode 1? Or what? Can Zach not rock the hip-hop keto?
Like, I mean, honestly, like I said, and that's just like, it always makes for like, I don't know. It's always weird because I'm just like, we just saw this in the intro. Like, I wish we didn't see this in the intro.
And the Alien Rangers
one the Alien Ranger one was Along Came a Spider.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just checked my DVD of season 3, which has all the season 3 and Alien Rangers combined.
Now, one of the things I love about episode 1 is they already start the development between Jason and Billy, with Jason teaching the karate class and Billy being his protege. I love that it's already setting up the development for him.
100%.
And it's just so neat. You watch that, and then you watch Cosmic Fury and see how far Billy's come. It's crazy.
Yes.
Which, yeah, spoiler alert, Billy's in Cosmic Fury.
Do you reckon Cosmic Fury would still happen in our universe?
No.
Yeah.
In that one What If, no. Because there's no Dino Fury.
Nothing happens.
I mean, timeline-wise, the Dino Fury Rangers... Yes, I know in the actual show, timeline-wise, the Dino Fury Rangers came first, but no, they don't exist.
I mean, no matter what, even if they do exist, it doesn't matter because it would still put out the exact
There's no
same.
Void Knight, there's no Void Queen, there's no... Zed's actually destroyed.
Yeah.
I
mean, if anything did happen afterwards, everything else would just stay the same. So
just no more Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But I mean, would we be mad at it? Just kidding.
So going back to Day of the Dumpster, Bulk and Skull scene, I looked up, it's one of the editors or producers or somebody, but somebody on staff uploaded another version of the pilot, which we're not going to cover because it's literally this version with like different scenes. But one of the things I love about this version of Day of the Dumpster, as opposed to the original version, they actually, Bulk and Skull aren't actual assholes. Like, they're more comedic, which I think worked in the show's favor. Because I feel if Bulk and Skull were genuine bullies, that would have knocked the show a lot more than it already got knocked.
100%.
Because, Dre, you were alive during the time. I'm sure you remember the show getting the flack that it did.
Yeah, I mean, and given the factor of like with the in the original like how like mean they were. Oh yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
that would
genuinely
have not.
convinced
That genuinely would not have. Like, if they would have made them meaner or like had them be that mean, it would have not flown with parents in the 90s.
No,
especially
I
given the
remember
fact that
watching
like
the pilot. and you see the guy that you see the original leader of the bully group, and like genuinely speaking, he just breathes 80s greaser, and they would not have allowed, parents would not have been okay with that in a kid's show.
Yeah, I mean, especially given like in the 90s, there was just trying to be like this whole like anti-bullying type thing. It's just like, yeah, no, it wouldn't have flown.
And on top of that, in the
genuinely wouldn't have.
pilot, even though the Rangers weren't in the wrong, in the pilot, no matter how you mince it, the Rangers straight up beat up people.
Which I'm like, again, and would have not flown because it was bad enough of the flack that it did get.
Like, it already got flack for them fighting monsters. God help them if they stuck it with they fought Vulcan Skull.
Oh my god! It would, the way
The
this
show
show
would
would have
not
been
have gotten greenlit past episode 5.
No.
So I think they made the right decision making Vulcan Skull more comedic.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, I will say though, it's like I give it to them in the sense of like how much physical comedy that they had to do with the whole like getting pies thrown in their face, literally dumping in, having to fall into water and rivers and like all that. Like
Or in
that's
the
a
next
lot of different.
episode when a piece of ceiling hits Vulcan in the head.
like when I say that they genuinely had to do a lot of physical comedy, and that is not
And this is
like
just season
something.
1 we're talking about.
Yeah, it's like literally just season 1, or like where was it? Because did they ever show the episode where like? Because remember, like in the end credits, Bulk is looking at a volcano and it's literally exploding in his face. They never showed that episode or that clip.
Yeah, they did.
They did show that episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, like I mean, when I say that they really like, I always have to give it to Paul and Jason in the sense of that like they had them going through it almost every episode. So, like there was never one episode where they did not have to do some physical comedy, and I'm just like, you know what? I applaud y'all because the way y'all were not getting paid for this shit, and I have to come to work every day and get a pie thrown in my face or a piece of ceiling knocked down. Oh yes, I commend them for that.
And Hayden's muted.
Oh.
Anyways, I guess I'm taking over hosting for a while, but yeah. They did a lot. They really did. At least the visuals were better, is what I want to say. They had better visuals in terms of the teleporting and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely better visuals because that pilot visual, that was rough. That was rough.
And I prefer Zordon than whatever his original name was. Zoltan.
Zoltar and Xander they're kind of some shit. It was some.
And Alpha's got a better design in this. Everything's just better.
Yes.
And you don't have the weird heads morphing into animals. It's heads morphing into the actual suit.
Into their suits which makes more sense.
Because it's not like they're actually turning into dinosaurs.
Cause like I did not understand like why in the pilot, and this is just like comparing the two, like why in the pilot they were like, oh, we're gonna morph them into different the different dinosaurs, and I'm like, why not just like what? Like I never understood what was that whole creative choice. Like I said, I'm so glad that it switched to them changing it into their suits because it's just easier. It was way easier to do and it doesn't look awkward. And two, it's just like, well, this makes sense. I don't know why they thought to do the dinosaurs. I just don't,
Yeah.
Still. And then like, I don't know why. It's just like, I always find it interesting how like, they say, give us 5 teenagers with attitude. And it's like, they don't really have attitude. Like, no offense, these kids are like good, wholesome, every run-of-the-mill kind of kids. They're not really like attitude. So I'm like, I don't get, again, never understood where they got that from. Like, or why they said 5 teenagers with attitude. Because none of them fit the bill of having
and it's
attitude.
like he never even said that in the actual show. Which, yeah, sorry, I had to get all the way, but they literally said overbearing and over emotional. Which that doesn't apply to these kids either.
None of them are overbearing or over emotional. None of them. And I don't get it. Like,
what Zordon should have said is, I forget what he says in the actual intro. Teleport a team of teenagers with purity. That would have actually worked.
Like, literally, like, I do not understand the whole teenage with the attitude, because I'm like, bruh, and then when they get there, he's like, Jason, you are fearless and brave. You are the Red Ranger. Kimberly, you are fearless and agile. You are the Pink Ranger. Billy, you are clever and wise. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wait. And I'm just like, wait. You sat here and wanted overbearing, over emotional teenagers, but yet you're literally sitting here telling them traits that are actually good. Like, actually good.
And
so why?
No, and to bring it back to the dinosaur thing, I think they explained this in the comic. If not the comic, I know the 2017 movie acknowledged it, but the whole gimmick was Zordon picked animals that were the strongest at the time that the powers were created. Well, of course, Zordon didn't create the original powers, but you get the gist.
Mm-hmm. But we're talking about, like, in the pilot, how they had them, like, morph into, like, the Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, the actual animal thing? Oh, God.
That was so stupid.
No, that's why in the actual show, I love the effect they did where the suit morphs onto them.
Yeah, it's like, it makes more sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it made no sense for them to like, ooh, let's show the saber-tooth tiger, and then original Trini turns into saber-tooth tiger.
No, and the thing, I think I poked fun of this in the pilot one. Why is it Trini just sticks her hand out, anamorphs into the saber-toothed tiger, and then anamorphs back?
It's so weird.
Or and then when you watch the intro in the pilot, Billy is they show all of them anamorphing, and then Billy's the only one you see the full anamorph.
Weird. It was weird. I was like, this is just strange. I'm sorry.
Now, going back to Zordon and them calling on the teenagers, I love how, too, it's like, I'm giving you these colors because you're already wearing them. Yeah. And 2, I love how, like, Zordon's explaining the power morphers. He's like, those are your power morphers. When in danger, raise them to the sky. They never raise them to the sky. At one point in the season's movie and the special, are they ever risen to the sky?
There was never one time. I was going to bring that up too, because it was like, they never raised them to the sky. Like, nobody.
Like, when you watch them morph in the pilot, that's more raising them to the sky.
It was never a raise them to the sky. They always just put them out in front of them. Like, it's like, what? It makes no sense.
Can you imagine, like, countdown to destruction, Zordon is about to tell Andros to finish him off, and he's like, oh, by the way, tell the Rangers they never followed my instructions. I specifically said, raise your morphers to the sky.
Oh my God, that would be so funny. That would be funny.
Oh my God, Mitch, there's our next what if. What if the Rangers actually rose the morphers to the sky?
Oh my God. I can't.
So, next, I'm going to talk about going back to the character development thing. I love how Jason was the one that's like, come on, he told us to do this. Why shouldn't we? Like, and he's the last one to leave the command center. I love that bit of development.
Yeah.
I remember when you kind of pointed it out, talking about that's a development sim with the leader, and I'm like, now that I really think about it, I'm like, yeah, that really was. That's kind of their way to develop him as a leader, even though, well, you know my feelings on Jason. So.
No, and I love how,
Look,
too, they're walking out of the command center, and, like, they literally got teleported to a high-tech base in the middle of nowhere, and Zach's over here saying, y'all don't know what you're talking about. We were talking to a giant floating head.
I'm like, bruh, real. No, Zach was so real. And the fact that like he didn't even want to. Zordon didn't even want to take him home. They literally had to walk by themselves in the middle of nowhere in the desert. I'm like,
No, and I feel
Zordon,
like if Rita had simply left the kids alone, it would take longer for them to believe Zordon and actually become Power Rangers. So Rita could have had an edge had she not attacked them.
Mm-hmm. She really could have.
Also, to like, bring it up, Zach is technically the first Ranger.
Wake that up. Yep. Wake it up.
Because of the order they morph in, Zach was the first Ranger to morph.
So the first Ranger was black, bitches. Wake that up. Up.
Mm-hmm. And then they teleport to the city for fight footage, which begs this question. I think I asked this the last time we tried this. Is there just a squad of putties in the desert now?
Apparently.
Like, of all the mysteries that Power Rangers has, that's one I want to know the answer to. What happened to the squad of putties that attacked in the desert?
I don't know. Listen, I have a quick question.
Did
y'all ever bring up the fact that like the whole thing that was it that Andrea talked about in the Hollywood the Demons episode?
We brought like, that up in the pilot, yes.
Oh, y'all did bring that up?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if y'all had brought that up or not. No,
we did because I remember Will didn't remember the full story because I know he said he had remembered bits and pieces of it, but like not the full story. And so when I told it to him, he was mortified.
Like, even like anytime I see even though like, yes, this is not the pilot episode, it's the, it's like it's the actual day of the I'm sorry, episode. Whenever I see that desert scene, I think about that desert scene. I always just think about what Andrew
said. All I can think of is that poor dude.
Like, that's all I can think about now is literally just that like, no joke. I can't even think about anything else. And but then let's get to the fun part, y'all. Goldar. I am sorry. Could they just not find consistent footage of him without wings?
No, right? And I was like, is he going to bring up the wings thing? Because I haven't seen Zyuranger in forever, so I can't remember off the top of my head what the whole thing with the wings was. But oh my god, yes, that drove me insane once you pointed it out.
Like, literally, it's like, oh, 1 minute he has wings, next minute he doesn't, then he does, then he doesn't.
But then it's weird because the whole thing of Zed coming back in season 2, Zed was like, I will give you back your wings, Goldar.
Like, he had them in episode 1.
One thing I will say is neat about the first episode is to kind of introduce the Megazord. They didn't just use the King Sphinx fight because in Zyuranger, that was the first time they used the Megazord. But for Power Rangers, they actually mishmashed a bunch of fight footage that they had that happened with Goldar's Sentai counterpart.
Well, I mean, I feel like they kind of had to, like. Well, I mean, the thing of it is, it's just because, like, I think I remember.
Well, Power Rangers was an untested thing. No one knew if it would succeed. That's why they had to throw it out. Whereas Zyuranger, now mind you, this was before Go Ranger and Jack were counted as Super Sentai. So at the time, Battle Fever was the first one. So for Super Sentai at the time, Zyuranger was 14. So yeah, it would have been their 14th year doing it.
So they knew that the formula worked.
Yes, and for Zyuranger, the Megazord actually first appeared in episode 6. And yeah, they knew the formula worked, so they were allowed to experiment with it. And for future reference, that would be the King Sphinx fight, which is why in the pilot, they're also fighting King Sphinx. And a thing to note is in the other version of the pilot, they fought the lion monster. And that was their first Megazord fight with him because, and I'm going to go ahead and spoil it now, that episode, it was lumped in with the Ju 2 footage. era of season 1, that was an actual episode from Zyuranger.
Oh. Well, damn.
No, and I remember watching Zyuranger for the first time and getting to that episode. I was like, wait, this is an actual episode? This wasn't Zyu 2?
Child. Oh, like I said, they mashed up a lot of different stuff.
For people who didn't know what they were doing, they kind of had a thing going.
Oh yeah, like I mean, I always say that, like, I have to give it to Power Rangers in the sense of like they really did essentially have to kind of like, because they took Super Sentai, which was very like a specific thing, and literally was able to make right, and was a specific niche, and was able to make it into what that they did. Like that, like I give it to them. Like I said, that is not an easy thing to do. And to be able to make story work around the footage that they had like that is difficult, because they really did it almost like, because people keep just, because a lot of people always complain about the whole the mashing up of footage. But I'm like, y'all don't understand that it's like they literally had to essentially take a lot of times with the 5 or 6 characters and find a way to basically make a story out of out of this footage. And a lot of times it's like I mean literally, like, you think about all the wild different things that happen in different seasons, right? And somehow they were able to fit this in and make it work. That's not an easy feat. Like, that's really not. Like, that takes some true
No, in season
creativity.
1, you can kind of see the crack, especially in the episode with King Sphinx, because of the whole thing with, we need the power crystals. Well, in Zyuranger, the power crystals were what brought the Zords together. So they needed the crystals. Whereas in Power Rangers, they already had Megazord. What's so special about the crystals?
Right.
So you can kind of see some of the cracks there. But other than that, I would argue they did wonderful. And one of the things that I have to commend them for, it would be instances where they would dress the civilian of the week like a civilian of the week from the Sentai. Going to the Big Sister episode for a minute, when Kimberly and Trini had Maria, they blended that footage so perfectly because they dressed Maria up like the Sentai counterpart.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen the Sentai that, like, of the Sentai Maria. She did look kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, one more thing I'm going to comment on for Day of the Dumpster. I just love how once they called on the Power Sword, Goldar dipped.
Goldar was like, "Oh, y'all got a sword?
They ain't playing.
Oh, bye. I'm not doing this. Y'all got a power sword?
Like,
Y'all
no, it's literally the SpongeBob meme. I'm gonna head out.
He's like, peace out. I'm like, oh. He said, I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this with these people today. Rita, you know what? Go find a monster that'll deal with them. I'm not doing this. It's okay. I don't get paid. He's like, I don't get paid enough.
None of them got paid enough.
For real. For real. And you know the bad part is, it's like, because I had never noticed this until Project Jason, when Will was watching it, right? The way that they kept changing it between Power Sword and Mega Sword.
Mega Power Sword. It's like, pick a name.
I'm like, can we please pick a name already? Like, and I mean, and I think I know.
I am willing to bet if I pull up the Megazord wiki page, it's not gonna have a name.
Because, like, I think the problem of it was that because Jason's, like, weapon that he specifically uses is the Power Sword, it's two names that overlap with each other. So they were just trying to, like, well, right, like, so that's the thing. So it's like, oh, is this sword like Jason's sword, or is it the Megazord sword? And it's like, and I guess they wanted to kind of be like, well, it's the it's a Megazord sword, but like, it just doesn't work when you say, hey, Mega Sword. Like, no. It just
See, that's
doesn't
why for
work.
me, I've always referred to it as the Mega Power Sword. Like, that way to differentiate the two.
I just say power sword, and it's like, well, look, there's a power sword specifically for Jason, and a power sword for the
Yep,
Megazord.
yep.
And when Jason is the leader, so that's his sword that he uses to defeat the monster. I don't see how hard it is. I don't get
Okay,
it. Like, yeah.
the wiki has it listed as the Power Sword, but they also point out it's sometimes called the Mega Power Sword and the Mega Sword.
I'm like, I mean, hey, because sometimes they use those different names, and I'm just like, bruh. Cause like, I don't know. Like, is it bad that it's not confusing for me? Like, for me, it's not confusing.
No, it's not
Because I'm
confusing
like,
for me either, but it's just funny.
right, like it's funny as hell that they were switching back and forth because they were like, oh,
It
kids are gonna
reminds
get
me of the
confused.
episode where the Power Axe, Power Bow, Power Lance, and the Power Daggers all had different names. I remember they called the Power Axe the Cosmic Cannon.
Oh,
And this was the different
oh
drum
my god.
episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Power Axe became the Cosmic Cannon, the Power Bow became the Battle Bow, the Power Daggers became the Dino Daggers, and the Power Lance became the Mighty Mace.
I'm just like,
And then the Power Sword stayed the Power Sword.
It was so stupid. So stupid. Bad. I hate it. The way I hated that. I was like, ew. No.
Like, y'all have
No.
used the weapons this much. Why are we changing the names?
Like, I'm sorry. And Battle Bow? No. That's the
No,
power
the one I
bow.
can't get behind is Mighty Mace. What of that lance? Or like you could have called it Tricera Trident. You could have called it freaking
Thank
Super
you.
Spear, not Mighty Mace.
There's nothing mighty or mace-like about that weapon.
Like I
I
can
can
deal
tell
with
you that
Dino
right
Dash.
now.
Another thing, Cosmic Cannon. Is this Cosmic Fury or something?
But look, now we know it. Look, MMPR predicted Cosmic Fury before or anybody else.
Yep, you heard
It's
it
canon.
first. Wait, didn't they
Yep,
call the combined weapon the Cosmic Cannon?
I think so.
Oh, hang on, let me look.
Something like that.
Oh no.
Oh, Lord. The Cosmic Fury Arsenal. There we go.
I'm scared.
Oh, God.
Marty, I'm scared.
Marty, I'm scared. Arsenal. There we go. It is the Cosmic Blaster.
Oh, well, darn.
The fact that thing was the highest sold thing in the entire auction.
Still don't make sense.
Like,
People make
no,
no
and what's crazy is Tommy's suit, like the Green Ranger suit, was the second highest. What about the Cosmic Cannon was so special that was what sold was the highest bid in the entire auction?
I don't understand. Like Tommy's suit, I can understand. Even the White Ranger suit, I can understand. I do
Anything
not
that's
understand
Tommy
why.
or Mighty Morphin, I can understand. But the
Like I said, I
Cosmic
can
Fury
totally.
Cannon,
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like unless it was just a thing of we don't want because I'm like because remember where I know that what was it like they were really trying to make sure that Amelia did not get her sued. Was it not
which is so
well
screwed
Hunter?
up,
Like they were really trying to make sure that Hunter got nothing.
which is
And I
so messed
really
up.
think yes, and I totally think and this is just me. I think that the reason why that went so much is specifically so that way Hunter didn't get anything. They were like, "Oh,
Dude,
let's just make
no,
sure that
if
Hunter
that's
doesn't get
actually
nothing."
the reason, then no, if that is genuinely the reason, then I hope whoever got that has that thing can sits on a toilet made of Lego bricks.
That's gonna hurt.
Because the sad part is that everyone else's suits didn't even go for as much as what Amelia's did. Like literally,
Yeah,
like
literally, no,
everyone else's suit was
I
like
know
in a.
you have Ion suit, so Ion suit
Mhm.
is okay. But legit, Zato's, Javi, Ollie, Izzy, and Fern, none of them got bids.
Like literally, it was literally just Hunter because she complained about it, so we're gonna make sure that she doesn't get it. And I'm
So
like, y'all
5 out of the
suck.
7 Cosmic Fury suits are gone because people wanted to spite Hunter Dino.
That is wild. That is wild to me that people are really that miserable. I'm sorry. Like I said, I can't, can't. I
No, and
can
it's like
not.
it's not even a case of someone bought the suit and gave it to her because someone gave Walter his suit. Sasha Williams from Lightspeed, someone gave her suit back, and all that. But no, as far as I know, Hunter does not have anything, and I hate that for her.
Mhm.
Yet Blake Foster
Yeah,
gets given his suit.
girl. God,
Dude, the fact
it's
they
so
give him,
sad.
they literally give him everything. It's
They
ridiculous.
yeah, they really do give him everything. Thing.
Ugh.
they
Like, he was given the role, he was given his kid's suit, which I can grant the kid's suit,
because they were
since that
never
was
going to use it
specifically made
again.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him the adult suit N30. Is that the company that makes the six foot figures or the 1/6 figures?
Yes, yes,
They gave him a set. Do you know how expensive those things are?
expensive, honey.
Just one figure is expensive. That's why I'm not collecting those figures unless they release Lightspeed. Which, duh, of
But
course I would.
of course, because like I said, you basically Glay is for Carter. We get it.
Well, excuse
You
me for liking an awesome Red Ranger.
look. I like I said in the first recording, you and Mitch basically glaze for mid as Red Rangers, and I do not understand.
Which
Okay,
Red
but
Rangers
hey,
are the
you could
leaders.
say that. At least our Red Rangers got represented on the thumbnails.
Okay, and look, and you know what? And it's fine. Y'all don't have to like my boy. You don't. But it's okay. Hey, see, like I said, hey, see, y'all just don't like taste, and that's fine. I get it.
And before anybody comes at us in the comments, because I know people are going to come at us, Dre's favorite red is Eric. Eric counts. I don't want to hear nothing. That's the one
Like,
thing I will give Dre is that Eric is a Red Ranger.
thank
Literally
you.
was in Forever Red, y'all.
Look, like I said, they don't have taste, and it's okay. It is totally fine. Totally fine that they don't have taste. It's okay. Hey, it's completely fine. Also, I just love. Plus, also, I just love being chaotic with people because they're just like, Eric is your favorite red. I'm like, yes, and then having to have that whole discussion. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like sometimes some of my picks just tends to like. I feel like I'm a little bit just chaotic, like a
A
little
little
bit
bit.
because it was just like so,
Honey,
just with okay, so fun
hold
fact
up.
for the people at home. So let's just read them in on the joke a little bit. So okay, so basically, I always joke about how I prefer Tommy and Kat versus Tommy and Kimberly, right? And like I will sit here and I will be Kat's number one defender. Okay, here's the gag that when people hear this, they're like, "I'm sorry, what the f?" It's the fact that Kat's not even in my top 5.
What?
She's maybe top 10. She's not in my top 3. Eh.
That is actually shocking.
I don't even look. I don't like Kat like that. I really don't.
That is actually shocking.
Because you want to know my top 3 Pink Rangers? My
Sure.
actual top 3? Number 3, Kendricks, because hello.
Fair.
Number 2, Jen. And number
Also
1,
fair.
Shelby. Like
All fair
Shelby
choices.
is Shelby is my favorite Pink Ranger.
No, and you
and
know something that
when
annoys me about people who don't like Shelby? It's a combination. I know it's people just trying to be racist, but Shelby legit started getting flack because Camille dare skip out on Power Morphicon.
oh God, whatever. Go somewhere you little weirdos live in your mom's basement. Calm down. You know?
Like,
like,
look, Camille
like
can say whatever about the franchise because it's her work that she did. She's allowed to comment on it. She's allowed to feel how she feels about it. Do not let that rub how you feel about the character.
Right. And that's the thing, right? Like, if she didn't have a good time, I mean, that's her lived experience. Like, you can't take away
You
somebody's lived
can't force
experience.
someone to have a good time
Yeah.
if they just did not have a good time.
Right. Like, it's right. Like, it's just like with Amy Jo. If Amy Jo did not enjoy doing the show, then she just didn't enjoy doing the show. Like, you can't take that away from her. Like, still, which I know y'all probably, like I said, I know probably now Hayden and like Mitch just wants to be like, Dre, we are never going to take you seriously ever again after finding out that Cat is
Never
not even your
again.
therapist.
What that implies we ever did.
Well, that's true. Because I just think Cat to troll people, really. It's such a
Yeah.
troll. Because, like, objectively speaking, was she really all that good? No. No. They really did her character bad.
They really did. And like I feel like it was kind of unfair that
Oh yes.
the big thing I will agree was unfair with Kat, especially with the relationship with Tommy, is the fact that the breakup had to come from the Dear John letter. I feel like if they had broken up any other way, it wouldn't have gotten near as much flack.
And she was basically written to be like she was always written to be Tommy's love interest. Like Kat did not even have a personality outside of Tommy. Like it was literally a care. Like they were like, well, we gotta have Tommy have a love interest because Amy Jo is gone. So here comes Catherine Hillard, basically same initials, same color, same everything, and it's just like
No,
so
and one
she doesn't
point I
even
will
get to
give
have
Dre.
so. Hmm?
One point I will give Dre in the Tommy and Kat thing is the one thing that the two in universe could legitimately relate and bond over. They both started out brainwashed.
Yes, and I always say that that's why I think that basically they are actually a good couple because because this is the thing when you look at the episode with Zio and I know we're totally not even talking about Day of the Dumpster anymore. We're
I mean,
totally talking about a different
pilot
stuff.
episode, we just talked about our relationships.
Right. So you go to the episode specifically in Zio, right? Where Tommy is brainwashed. Kat is like they're sitting here fighting, and Kat is the one that's like, y'all, he does like we need to let Tommy see us. Like she's the one that
Oh,
comes
and
up
let's
with
also
that plan
remember
to literally get rid of him.
he pulled out the gun and she was willing to take it.
Right, like, but she's the one that was like, "Yo, let's show our true selves," and they demorph, and he sees his friends, and literally the brainwashing is gone. So that
And
right there
again,
shows she has a
who's
understanding.
the one that
She has
embraces him? Catherine.
right. Like she is the one out of everybody who understands the evil, the darkness, the bad head. Like she understands that in a way that Kimberly just doesn't because she started out evil. She just has that understanding, and that's why I say I'm like, no, they're actually a good couple because if you really look at it, she gets it. Kimberly, I'm sorry, homegirl gets manipulated way too easily. How many times
Well,
was she manipulated by evil?
no, and let's also count the fact that before Dimensions in Danger, was it Dimensions in Danger or Once and Always that canonically confirmed it? Because Dimensions in Danger, I know they had the thing where it looked like they were holding hands, but like it was so far away you couldn't really tell.
Dimensions in Danger,
Dimension.
they had a son.
But they didn't say
JJ
that
was a
JJ was hers though.
no J. Well, girl,
It was, I
who
mean,
else
Soul of the
JJ would
Dragon
be?
confirmed it, yes, but as far and Soul of the Dragon is canon. But the point I'm making is, before it was actually legit canon, let's add these two to the fire. In Forever Red and Dino Thunder, early plans were to bring back Catherine, because in Forever Red, who was supposed to pick Tommy up from Nasada? Catherine. Who was supposed to be the one in Legacy of Power showing the rest of the clips to the Dino Thunder Rangers? Catherine.
Thank you. Like I said,
Which then begs the
yeah,
question in Dino Thunder, why is Tommy living by himself?
because I just think at that point they just didn't care. I really think by that point they just production just was like, well, we don't care about trying to keep it canonically. Yeah. They
No,
didn't
my
care.
head canon, this
Yeah.
is my head canon. After they both went to college, they tried and it didn't work. And they're like, we'll try again after college. And then after college didn't come until after the events of Dino Thunder.
I could see that. Because I always said that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a time period where they did break up, but then they got back together. Or I can see that. And during the time period of Dino Thunder was when they were still broken up.
Yes. Because again, and here's the reason I asked that. In the Dream episode, you see Tommy in bed and no one's there. Which, yes, I know they can't show a couple laying with each other, but it's like, come on.
Yeah. But the thing of it is that, I mean, technically, like, I mean, I know it's not a canon episode, but they already kind of let you, know that, like, hey, he's gonna end up with Catherine in the end anyway, with the Christmas episode. Like that, they literally tell, like, literally their son, and then their son is a Power Ranger. Like,
and
like,
I believe that son is JJ.
Yes. Yes. Canonically, that would be JJ. Okay. Canonically. Okay. So I'm just like, hey, y'all. Like, that's why I'm just like, y'all. I don't know why. You know, when I hate on my girl Catherine. She's not in my top 10. And but still, she better than Kimberly.
Yeah.
Look, also, I just don't like Kimberly.
All that
so,
you discussed just into it. Yeah, I just don't like Kimberly.
like, can I be so like, I just don't like, okay, like, I just don't like Kimberly as a character. I really don't. Like, even with watching it in Project Jason, it was like, and Will sitting here loving Kimberly, and I'm just like, girl, why? Can't we just hate her? Like, you're supposed to be my bestie here. Be on my side.
Hey, it's okay, Dre. When you and Will come to my wedding, y'all can argue about it at the wedding.
No. At this point, I'm like, low key, I'm just ready to retire Catherine. I'm ready to retire her. I'm like, y'all know what? Yeah, Kimberly's better. She's better in every shape, way, and form. She is truly the goat, quote unquote. Even though, like I said, no, even though there is people in this fandom who would say that is the goat, I'm like, no, that's not the best Pink Ranger. Look, I'm sorry. If Shelby or Jen is not your favorite Pink Ranger, I don't want to talk to you. You are not. We are not cool. We are not friends. We are not friends if you do not love Shelby or Jen. One of the two. One of the two. And the only reason why Shelby goes over for Jen is because that was the first Black Pink Ranger. So, here, point blank.
No, and say what you will, and I may be reading too deep into this, but I feel like Shelby and Kendall's early arc of Kendall just not liking Shelby, that was them kind of playing at racism.
Well, I remember me and Will talked about that too. Yes. It's low key. It really kind of was giving that energy. No shade. It really was. Oh Lord. Mitch, why are you quiet?
Because you guys were just talking. I was just doing my own thing.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all still gonna do the rankings, or y'all not gonna do the ranking anymore?
Oh no, we're still gonna do rankings when we find stuff to rank.
Oh, y'all not gonna rank the Rangers this episode?
No,
not until I say not until we're finished.
Oh, see, good. Because when y'all did it in the first recording, I was like, it's first episode, y'all. And I'm sorry, y'all put Kimberly way too high for me.
Yeah, for you, not us.
Putting her at C tier. I'm like, C tier.
Should have been.
I'm like, C.
That's being generous.
Way generous. Like, come on now. And then I forgot where y'all put Jason. Y'all put Jason, I think, at A tier.
Yeah.
I was like, A tier? But then I was like, nah, I guess. I was like, A tier? No. No. I just know that by the time y'all get to Lightspeed Rescue, literally, it's gonna be it's like
the actual wheeze.
No, because basically when y'all get to Lightspeed, it's not even gonna be up for a question. It's not gonna be up for debate. It's not even going to be like, hey, let's objectively think about this. No, it's going to be Carter A tier. Rest
Nah,
of the Power Rangers
he
D
gets his own
tier.
tier. He's that awesome.
Like
He goes in the GrayKnight tier.
like, he goes into what tier?
The GrayKnight tier.
Ooh, okay. Now that would be a tier. Now that'd be an interesting tier. Here.
It consists of two people.
Yes. Look, just like how I know when it gets to Dino Thunder. I'm like, yeah, I know who's gonna be up in here.
He's up in the GrayKnight tier.
It's like, do I agree? No. But is it Mitch's favorite Red Ranger? Yes. So, oh look, I can't wait for y'all to roast Eric because I know y'all are gonna do it just to spite me. I already know this.
Oh, we're definitely getting Will in
I
for
already know.
Catherine's introduction with you. We'll get you and Will for Catherine's introduction. We'll have a mini fight club going on.
I think it was actually today that I actually had told while he was watching Battle Fever J that that I was like, yeah, no, Catherine's not my favorite pink. And he's like, what? I'm like, no, like she's not my favorite pink. I just do it to troll people because I think it's funny. Like the one thing about me is that and both these two know this about me, I am the most unserious person ever. I don't take shit that seriously. Like I'm genuinely the most unserious person. So so when they were sitting here being like, oh my God, like, so it should have been obvious that Kat was not my favorite. But I realized I'm like, well, I am kind of defending her a lot. So maybe I'm kind of too committed to the bit.
Kinda.
Shut up. Shut up, Hayden. Shut up. God. 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 A kind of bit. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, the beat. You know. Oh. Oh
And Hayden's
Lord.
gone again.
Or like, huh?
And Hayden's gone again.
Oh no, he just had to mute. So was there anything else you wanted to add about the episode, Mitch?
No, we've basically said everything.
Like I said, I will say that even though it's just like, I don't know, I'll always, like I said, this particular episode is the episode that I will always have like a special place in my heart with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, despite everything, it's like, it's, I mean, it's literally the first episode is what starts everything. It's literally the actual first episode. And it's just like, you know what? Despite all the flaws, I still love it. I told myself I could watch. When I say genuinely, I can watch this. Like I can literally just watch Power Rangers again and again. I don't care. Yeah. Like literally, let's do Day of the Dumpster, bitches. Let's go. Oh, so like I said, for me, it'll always hold a special place in my heart. You know.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about all of our OCs is that we've already got 3 out of 5 of them being purple.
I'm purple. Come on, Team Purple.
You, Matt, and Hayden are all purple. I'm pink, and then Will's orange.
Because because Team Purple, bitches.
Yeah.
We rock.
Yeah, but
we
then
roll.
Everyone's purple. Oh, well, I just mean to
No, and even Will almost had purple, but then at first we were like, "No, let's not have duplicate colors," and then it was like, "Well, we kind of don't have a lot of options."
It's just going to be if someone wants that Ranger specifically in purple and it's already taken like SPD purple, then we're going to be like, well, you're just going to have to choose a different color. Or a different Ranger if you want purple.
SPD purple. Because someone was asking me, they were just like, why do you like the purple Rangers? And I said, because to me, it embodies, they're like, they have the power. To me, the color purple, you embody the power and strength of both red and blue. Like, why not just be purple? Like,
that
literally,
and purple
you
is
are
just an awesome color.
Yeah, it's like you're just that strong. Like, I don't care. But why do you think there's only ever been 2 Purple Rangers? Because it's just that strong. Duh. Because, like, I know it sounds so dumb, where it's like, because then someone's like, well, wouldn't that mean that a pink ranger would be strong? Well, I mean, hello, hi. Hey, they did say that having too much pink energy was dangerous. Why is it dangerous?
It's having
Because it
too much of
mixes
any
red
ranger.
energy and white energy. 2 of the strongest energy is. That's why pink energy is so dangerous. Thank you. Okay.
So
So
I'm
anybody
basically
who ever
just.
says pink,
So you're saying my
again.
pink Conor McKnight is just Conor McKnight plus Trent. Cool.
Well, here's the thing, though. So the pink. So here's the thing with your pink. His thing, like I said, they had to dumb. In my head canon, they had to dumb down pink because pink was just too strong. They were like, wait, here's this red energy, here's this white energy, and it's coming together to make this serious, amazing, badass energy. But it's so chaotic, and they're like, we can use it, but we can't use a lot of it. So
Pink
that's
Rangers
kind of
also
why
have
they
the
had to dumb.
baddies.
Right. So that's why they had to kind of dumb it down. Because they were like, wait, this is too strong. It's too strong. At this point, pink would beat red. Head. Like pink would like in my that's my head canon, mind you. That's why they always had to pull back with pink. It was just too strong.
Anyways, is there anything else we need to discuss for this episode?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Alright, cool. Well, guys, this has been the number 1 GrayKnight pod episode, whatever number it is. I have to redo the numbers because I'm currently working them out as the editor and recorder. I've got a ton of uploads to do this afternoon, so they're going to get done and then scheduled to post because I've now got 3 episodes I need to edit, plus getting YouTube releases out, hopefully. But anyways, that is all for the number 1 GrayKnight pod, joined with us by Dre the Stallion.
Bye.
And goodbye, and may the power protect you always. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bark a blark.